got through another spoonful of chili. Sid Bolton's in here. He doesn't bring us food, but he brought us Watson's older brother.
Yeah, that's right. He was born many years before, although he looks like he's in a bit of need of repair, actually.
It's a silent 700.
It's a silent 700, yeah. This thing has an acoustic coupler modem that you can attach to it.
So it's not dual exhaust on the back there, which is what it looks like.
Something like that, yeah. I just brought this in because it looked cool and it just came into the museum. It has really no function for what we're going to talk about.
So you just got this donation?
Yeah, this came in actually on Sunday, believe it or not. Someone just pulled up to my house and had a whole trunk load of stuff and said, here you go. And that was one of the things. So
was the vehicle moving at the time? Or
no, but he did say earlier, I was the guy that dropped off a printer on your front porch earlier. And I was like, oh, it was you. Okay. I never know. People they do what I call the drive-by donation. Sometimes they do it in the middle of the night, I think, so they don't, are not seen while they do it. So
do I get to drive the topic today?
Well, actually, you inspired the topic, though.
Thank you.
Yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit. Yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit about getting ripped off at the computer repair shop and how to avoid that, because it's kind of like it used to be with cars, right? People, I don't know if you remember the classic Seinfeld episode where George is saying, "Oh, the guy tells you need a Johnson rod, and you don't have a clue, so you're like, oh, a Johnson rod. I guess I need a Johnson rod. How much does that cost?" And it doesn't really matter. Meanwhile, there's no such thing, and I'm hearing this, I've heard it from yourself, I've heard it from other people where they just haven't had a good experience going to a computer repair shop. So, of course, they end up calling me, and I can't handle all those repair requests myself, but I thought I'd give you some advice. So,
well, I called you for advice because I wanted to know, am I getting ripped off?
Yeah.
You were nice enough not to say yes, but you kind of led me in the direction that proved yes.
It can happen, for sure. And really, there's a couple things I just wanted to let our viewers know that they should be aware of. First of all, the most common thing that people are taking their computers for, and I mean, really, the computer stores are making a killing off of this. So in some ways, I'm sort of probably cutting into a bit of their revenue stream. But the truth of the matter is, the margins on hardware are very slim. I mean, you can go to any electronics big box store, buy computers, very, very slim margins. So they usually make up the difference on services. And one of those services is things like virus removal and spyware removal. So we've talked before about Microsoft Security Essentials. Right now, still my current recommendation as to something you should download. So if you've got a PC, you suspect you've got a problem, do that first.
What's the cost?
$0.
That's what I wanted to know, because I was running AVG free. I had somebody with your kind of smart say it was the best way to go. But you're telling me what comes with my Microsoft program.
No, you have to download it.
Okay.
Okay, and one of the things about it is that it will verify that your Windows is legitimate. So that's one thing for Microsoft that they're doing. It's going to verify it's a legitimate copy of Windows. So if you've got a pirated copy of Windows, forget about it.
Yeah.
Okay. So first of all, if you're running a legitimate copy, and if you've bought a laptop or something, it probably came with Windows anyway, so you probably are licensed. So download that first before you do anything. The second thing I've noticed is a lot of places have this deal where they'll say, hey, we'll install this stick of RAM for you. We will do this for you. It's only $70, $80. Honestly, if you saw what it takes to do most of these things, you would be sickened by how much they're charging. So my advice to you is this. Even if you were terrified, absolutely terrified of opening a computer and getting involved inside, go onto YouTube and actually search for how-to videos, how to install RAM, how to do all this stuff. You will probably be surprised at how easy it is, and maybe you'll feel a little more comfortable actually doing it yourself.
So computer genius, computer dope. I got the Trojan horse sucked into my computer, couldn't get it out with any of the programs I had, so basically what I ended up doing was backed everything up, checked with my virus software that the flash drive I had no viruses in it.
Yeah.
Reinstalled the program, put my programs back, and now I'm hunky-dory.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that basically the way to go when you get to that
For
point?
most things, yeah. But you did what most people did and call me.
Yeah.
That's usually what ends up happening.
That's it.
But the thing is honestly, and if you are going to a computer repair shop, do your homework, check some reviews online, talk to other people, talk to people in the field just to see who they do recommend. There's lots of places that are good to go to.
And what I ran into, hold them to it if they say it. So
absolutely,
yeah. Information.
Get a quote in writing or anything like that just to make sure, because that way you don't get surprised later on if something changes.
Sid, Watson, thanks for coming in. We'll do it again next Wednesday.
We even put a microphone on it.
We'll be back on a Thursday, and as always, we're going to go from our computer friends to our four-legged friends as the SPCA joins us. Thanks for being a part of this day, and as always, thanks for doing it inside brand.